Hey everybody, and welcome back to Cliffhangers Suck. You remember last night? Do I ever? I settled for nodding, however. That's not the first time that's happened to me. Actually, I kinda get them all, or I get them kind of, oh my phone. Actually, I get them kind of, she pauses as if it suddenly occurred to her what she's doing. It's almost like she's breaking some sort of personal rule here, but she starts up again, choosing her words carefully. Well, not often, but on occasion. It's just been one of those weeks where that's what happened. That's what happens. A sigh escapes her and she looks terribly frustrated. I reach over and give her a hug, which, unlike last time, doesn't seem to shock her. Instead, she seems to relax as my arms wrap around her. We stay that way for a while. Hey, you know I was serious last night. You really can talk to me if stuff like this is bothering you. It's always difficult to do this sort of thing solo, you know? Emmy smiles and breaks the embrace but stays leaning on my shoulder. Anxious how? I'll be fine, I think. I can already see her reassembling herself, getting ready to bottle it all up again. Guess that topic's closed now. So hey, given any more thought on that career survey? Can't say I have. I don't tend to plan very far ahead, you know. Although I suppose I could at least start looking into college, huh? I shrug. I suppose, unless you were serious about that pirate thing. Last I checked, pirates didn't have much need for universities. Unless there's like a pirate university out there somewhere. Emmy giggles and starts to look a little like her old self, but there's a new element to her expression. Impish, that's how I'd describe it. Emmy looks impish, looking up at me with her head nestled into my shoulder. Would you come with me if I ran off to be a pirate? Of course I would. Who in their right mind would pass up the opportunity to be pirates with you? Well, when you put it that way, I'm not sure. She giggles again. I notice that my heart seems to have sped up. It's probably due to Emmy's proximity to me. That hint of strawberries again. I can't help but grin as I gaze down at her. She's happy again. Hey, Sal. Huh? If you're going to kiss me, you should probably do it soon. I think the lunch bell's about to ring. My thoughts grind to a sudden halt. I'm pretty sure my mouth is hanging open in shock. All I can manage is a strangled, huh? This amuses Emmy even more. You were thinking about it, weren't you? She sits up, bringing her face level with mine. I'd probably enjoy it, you know. You're really... well... She briefly composes herself, looking like she's about to say something important. If you hadn't figured it out by now, I think I have developed a bit of a crush on you. You're going to have to do something about that. This time her grin short-circuits several important thought processes. I read that just as he's thinking it, I'm sure. Stupidly. At some point I turned toward her, and at another point her arms moved to around my neck. At yet another, my arms wrapped around her waist. I'll be damned if I can tell precisely what... oh my god. I'll be damned if I can tell precisely when that happened. Because at the moment, there's only a voice in the back of my head yelling at me to kiss her. I look into Emmy's eyes. There it is. The thing I saw yesterday on the bed. It's there again. Suddenly strikes me that she's worried that I'll reject her. What a silly thing to have. Oh my god. What a silly worry for her to have. It finally fucking happened. Her lips taste faintly of strawberries. She leans into the kiss and her arms tighten around the back of my head, making sure that I don't pull away. Not that there was any danger of that. There's a churning feeling in my gut. There. Censored. Now you don't get to see, haha. Censored. You did your job well, TVMA. I'm proud of you. The world falls away. It's just me and her and this bench. My arms tighten, drawing her waist closer, entranced by the feel of her. I inhale her scent, my mind trying to desperately memorize everything about how she tastes, how she smells, and how she feels. The ring of the bell snaps us both back into reality and we break the kiss. Emmy's cheeks are slightly flushed and she seems to be catching her breath. In her defense, so am I. We stand there for a few moments, trying to wrap our heads around what we've just done. Emmy's the first to break the silence. So, want to grab dinner after I'm done with practice? What a coincidence. I was about to ask you the same thing. First, I suppose it was going to be some kind of proper date on the weekend or something, but the thought it was there, I think. Emmy gives me a playful shove. Yeah, right. You were still in shock from how incredibly awesome I am at kissing. We begin to head down the stairs back to our respective classrooms. Hey, I didn't see you talking immediately afterwards either. That I didn't. See you at the practices, Sal. She leans in and gives me a quick kiss in the middle of the hallway, sending me into another brief state of mental freefall. As I head into my classroom, a giggling Misha greets me. Why, Sal, you romantic you. Did you confess on the rooftop, did you? Actually, I think it was the other way around. This sends Misha into a fresh fit of laughter. Young love is so unpredictable, isn't it? This being Misha, I suppose I should have expected her to tease me over this. I guess. Before I can really respond, Muto's entered the room and Misha skips off to her seat, giggling all the while. I suspect that I'll get a lot of that sort of conversation now, especially seeing as how Emmy kissed me right in the middle of the hall. But somehow I don't care about that. For the first time since arriving here, my heart feels light. Alright, so that's the end of Act 2. This is going to be a short episode, I know, but hey, kiss finally happened. Thanks for watching, guys and girls and people and cats and dogs and trees and frogs.